Hey guys, today I am playing Fingerbones, a horror game. Very simple presentation. If you click here, it exits the game, I have discovered. So there's a note here. It's my weekend to get Katie, but I'm really not in the mood. I distracted her with the TV and came here to read. I couldn't interest myself in reading, so I tried to write. I couldn't write anything more than the usual handful of disconnected thoughts and theories. Medication didn't help, and divorce certainly didn't help. Because I am not depressed, I am enlightened. This is the result of 2 decades of scientific education and philosophical pondering. This is the price of knowledge. I have to learn to say a new word. When I was 15 years old, I lost my virginity. I shook uncontrollably the whole time. I felt that same primal excitement yesterday in the cellar. I never thought I would say those words. Oh, we have a flashlight. I don't know why I'd use my daughter's name as a door lock code in my survival bunker, but whatever keeps her happy, I suppose. She's just like her mother, a delicate, fragile version of her mother. Damn her. What does it do? Oh, I need to know the code. They kind of hinted at it there, eh? I don't know if I know it though. It appears to be a page from a manuscript. Pop morality is too reliant on emotions and not enough on rational thought. If morality must be determined, and I maintain that it is a farce, it should not be determined by feeling. Feelings are nebulous, subjective, and changeable. Rather, it should be determined by thinking. The actions of a natural creature are natural and thus moral, unless a concrete scientific reason can be given to prove them as immoral. Okay, so daughter's name. So of the clues we are given, Katie, right? That's the only word. It's finally happened. The whole world is a chaos of thunder and screams, and when the ashes settle, we will all be wild animals again. I am ecstatic beyond words. I haven't been able to reach Lynn for a couple several days, and she's probably dead for all I know or care. But Katie was here when it started, and I have no idea what to do with her. Most of the town is dead. Katie and I only survived because we ran to the bunker. Perhaps this is what I've needed. Freedom from all the rational rules and inane social values. Just pure, beautiful survival. And I heard a girl. I boxed up everything that isn't practical and useful. I burned all the books that weren't for scientific edification. I'd like to store the boxes in the cellar, but I can't get them down the ladder by myself. I just piled them up near the hatch. The blood will probably ruin them anyway. Well, that's a little bit creepy. Okay, so we have got a door and a hatch. Door doesn't work. Hatch doesn't work. The tool room has been her name for years now, and I can't bring myself to change it. Okay, well, it's obvious we can't do anything in that room. But I have a theory. What if I entered Lynn? Would you look at that? She remembered Father's Day and drew me a picture. I don't understand her. She's just like her mother. She wants to waste time drawing pictures, and we're barely able to find enough food to survive. I turned her crayons into candles. We need more candles in case the generator goes out again, and helps break up the monotony. I yearn for the excitement of those first weeks. Well, had I known this was all notes, I wouldn't have started speaking, but it would have been pretty dull if I didn't, right? There are things I've wanted to do for years, desires I've kept locked in the back of my consciousness. It's been nearly a year since I've seen a woman, and now I realize there's no practical reason to keep those desires locked up anymore. I changed the storage room code to something I can easily remember. NNY. The rest of the word is missing. Okay, NNY. Annie? Something NNY. This is the first real puzzle. I think Lynn was given to me. Her name, right? But what could be NNY? wonder if the word will be in a note. Just skim the words for the N and Y. Well, what if it's Lynn backwards? So the right one would be NNYL. Wait, let's look at that in case there's any more. So I don't have to walk all the way back. I should be a detective. Seriously. I don't even know what room that was supposed to be. Maybe the basement? I am a bag of DNA, and I exist to make more of myself. I married and produced a daughter because my genes demand reproduction. I wrote books and created because creativity served as survival advantage to my ancient ape ancestors. I built this place, took refuge in it, and spent hours thinking up silly little artificial laws to live by. Because my forefathers built cities and societies to allow time and peace to reproduce and to protect their genes. Dreams, loves, opinions, desires, beauty, innocence, figments of our collective primordial imagination. Fleeting electrical signals that fire across our synapses for a pointless moment in time. They used to serve a purpose, and now they are needless confusion. And here I am, the last man on earth for all I know, ready to be freed from them. That's seriously a tongue twister. I don't think these words were meant to be said out loud. Whew, what did we get from that? This is just like... Okay, that was a button. Come on. Well, I don't know. What? Is there something in the storage room I'm supposed to do? Push the button. Nothing here. this note, eh? The tongue twister. The cellar is freedom. Well then. I was gonna say there's not a whole lot of options here, but he made it just obvious enough that you'll get it. Those noises. There's only enough food for one, and so she's going to die anyway. There's only enough food for one, so she's going to die anyway. And I'm free now. Freedom. It took the end of all humanity for me to find freedom. God damn it. It seems to have been torn from a diary. She finally died last night. I don't know whether from starvation, dehydration, or blood loss. I threw her body into the woods. Her fingers, my anti-religious artifacts, my testaments to moral and intellectual freedom, are locked in the safe upstairs. I am content in the knowledge that I haven't done anything wrong. The father didn't know why he'd come back after all these years, starving and tired. He just wanted to see the cellar one last time. With one last flicker, the flashlight died and he was left in the pitch dark. He sat down on the cold floor and closed his eyes. He could still hear her even more. It was peaceful then in the cellar. Ah! So, I think that was the end of Fingerbones. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was certainly unexpected, but this whole twist of entering things on a computer to unlock different rooms was really cool. I thought this was great. And I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.